Show details. Tweet needs to... Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. Fucking idiot. I never was even using that link. Excuse me while I do the... Hold on. Still trying to work out this tweet. Bandai. How many Bandais are there? God damn. Excuse me. Whatever. So, yeah. Excuse me for the slight delay in challenges, and no apologies for turning off the sound. The sound is annoying and stupid. At best, whoever designed this probably went to like one rave and was like, hey, this sounds good. Let's repeat this on loop. But I digress. Jumping right into the challenges. Last week, the one-on-one was reverse mode. Today, it is armor. Once again, I'm not doing anything to change my build. I would rather not. There's no real point in it. Let's see. So, Federation-based is today's. So, Federation, auto set. So, pretty decent score for now. But obviously it can do better. It's all red now. Still all... Ooh, no. Ah, wow. That's almost maxed out. Incredible. Totally useless, but incredible. I thought I had all the code theta parts. Is that theta? I don't remember. Oh well. I thought I had all those code parts upgraded, but apparently I do not. So, mostly doing prep work to make sure I have a decent operator base for... Ah, yeah, I don't have to even go to the shop today, right now. You'll have to excuse the lack of sound. Yeah, it's kind of annoying and monotonous and repetitive. And I'm turning my fan so it's not causing a bunch of white noise. This part is... like I said, this game, and many games like it, are designed to create a habit in the player, and therefore a form of addiction. Which is honestly just a glitch in your brain responding to your own chemicals, giving you satisfaction for completing rewards that are monotonous. But if you stop tying your satisfaction to the in-game rewards, and create your own sort of metric for success, then the game stops having that kind of power over you. See, I'm only really in this anymore to keep up the top 100 and to keep railing at the pay to win scheme, which, you know, some friends have said that I should probably knock that off, but I'm doubling down. I'm going to keep, and in fact, I'm going to start marking all of my top 100s as a public service announcement, because it is, in a certain sense of the word. At least in my opinion, it is. So, set it up to have Subo on there as usual. I forgot I need to have Hinotori on the top unit, because preliminaries are just that. It's just like that. You're just gonna watch me spam one attack. Oh, cool. Now it's just gonna sit there and hang for a little bit. I don't even know why it does this. Spin, 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 spin. All I did was rearrange my team, and it's like, hold on, I've got to calculate my existential crises. Come on, game. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can. This game is such a clusterfuck. The only reason this survives is because of a lack of self-awareness and self-analysis on the part of many players. Jesus. I am tempted to put up like a timer when it starts doing things like this and just count how long it takes for the server to respond. I'm tempted to bail out of the app right now because this is so dumb. Alright, one sec. It is, it's clearly having issues. There you go. Sorry, I had to restart the app. It was clearly having trouble with whatever I did to the team, which was just routine usage of the game. Incredible. Good job, Bandai. A tier. Honestly, this is kind of a travesty coming out of a AAA game developer, in my mind. They should be above this kind of bullshit. I mean, technological errors aside, I believe Bandai Namco has a reputation to uphold. But I may be deluded in thinking that their reputation ever had any kind of integrity, because it's undeniable that they've basically spent the last 50 or 40 years peddling plastic crack. That's my own term for the modeling scene. It's plastic crack, because you can spend a fortune on it and ruin your life. What? What is it bitching about? There's nothing wrong with these. Nothing at all. What? I don't understand why it's griping. Everything should be fine. Why? What? Huh? And why is this losing that much power? What the frick? That's not how that's supposed to go. Hold up. Excuse me while I try and fix this glitch. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Unequip. Why? What? I'm sorry to sound so confused right now. I'm just really not sure why it's having issues today. Other than ineptitude on the developer's part, but that's a little bit spiteful, maybe. What? Okay, that one's fine. But why is... Okay, that one's fine. So today Bandai broke my builds, and I don't know why. Okay, let's try a different Hinotori build. That one appears to be okay. Okay, unknown parts, unequip. Do I have to do a whole goddamn rebuild? Fuck. I never claimed that any of my streams were targeting children, so if you have issue with cursing, I'm not sorry. There we go. I don't understand why it did that. Okay. Wait, hold on. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, okay. God, excuse me. This game is a frustrating piece of crap. And I don't know why. Why is it giving that mark? There is nothing wrong with this build. That is, yeah, that was equipped. Jesus. Yes, register the loadout. What the? Excuse me. I spent 12 minutes just wasting time on this. Half the stream so far has just been me getting mad at the game for screwing itself up. I'll have to go through and probably between this challenge and the next one I will remove the extraneous powers from the skins because half the EX skills are not necessary. Especially on today. Not necessary. Why'd I do that? It's routine. It's the way that I'm always challenging these. That I'm just like, oh, I need to have my I need to have my buff up, which I don't. Not today. It's not necessary at all. Like, I really feel like this today. The preliminaries are absolutely engineered in such a way to make it so that the top 100 investors in the game feel their ego chub as much as possible. Oh, cool. Cool. That did not take much. Not great, but it's really not hard to top a 90K or better on the first day. They might as well just make them all look like fish, because it's like fish in apparel. But I can improve performance a little bit, which ironically involves reducing the power of my team. So, this guy. This is totally unnecessary on days like this, because the preliminaries are a joke. Like I said, it's basically just there to inflate their ego erection. As many pay-to-win and gotcha schemes do, it's all about the ego of the whales. Which I suspect is what they really mean when they're like, try not to inhibit the enjoyment of other people playing the game. Which is to say, don't heckle people for paying to win. And I'm like, I will, because I've got here with very little resources. And yes, I have paid, but I don't think I've paid as much as $400 a week. So, that's kind of a travesty in my mind that they allow people to do that. I saw a review of another video game recently that was it wasn't a good video game, but there were some cool aspects to it that they included to try and mitigate unhealthy spending, like making it so that you had like a 48-hour cooldown before you could spend money on the game, and a certain level that you had to reach before that as well. We can squeeze out maybe 200 more points out of that run, maybe, but as you can see, it becomes repetitive and monotonous, and I don't really get much out of it. Which is why I started making a YouTube about it, because screaming into the void about the things that make me angry is somewhat satisfying, if at least not cathartic. Because to me, this was kind of a slap in the face. Of course, obviously it wasn't targeted at me, but ever since I was 15 years old, I wanted to make my own Gundam. And then they make a game where you can do that, and they put it behind a gambling wall. And that's a travesty. That is awful and manipulative. And they've cultivated a fan base for 40 years to do it. I was tempted to do a flex transformation there at the end. Oh, cool. Alright, like I said, I can squeeze out 200 more points maybe. But do I have the patience to do it? That's the big question. Truly. Most of the time, my patience runs out before I hit the score, the top score. And I like I said in previous streams, I highly doubt that whoever said that that the top score was 29,100 in the time score was absolutely full of shit. I repeat the old adage of the internet: pics or it didn't happen. Which is one of the reasons why I do this stream, and so that you can see what it takes, how hard it is, how easy it is, how much the pay to win system works. And here in a minute, I will go over to the operator base and explain to you how I have calculated out that the top 100 must be spending $400 or so a month or a week. And in part, that has to do with tweets that I have seen people like MC Atsu and other players post on Twitter, which all I had to do to get that was to watch the GBM tag. Yeah, I know. That's good enough. I'm not going for the 289. That's not worth it. But I will go through this. Once again, it really boils down to a single button mash. And due to my main attacks, piercing abilities, it doesn't really matter how much armor they have on them. It usually kills them in the first wave or the second wave. So that wasn't great. Why isn't that? Oh no, that was alright. That's decent. So yeah, my patience has run out for the 3v3 very rapidly. Not really sorry about that. It just happens pretty quickly. Come on, give me a power type at the top. There we go. And it does not matter if it's a defender. Evil Punisher will pierce through even their defenses. And once I'm done with this, I will be signing off until tomorrow when I do my usual Gundam Breaker mobile stream. Cool, thank you. And Tuesday I will be doing another T and Titans stream because I honestly just love immersing myself in the base building aspect of City of Heroes, and I truly want to bring more players to Homecoming server. And since I can't really pick a power type, I guess I'll go for the speed type. It's not going to affect the damage that much. Not enough to reduce my score by a significant amount. And I'm jaded enough to figure there's probably some hidden variable in there that's like the operator base that determines the top 100 of the top 100 in one-on-one, because I've never topped it. Even though I can get perfect scores, there's some hidden values in there, and those obtuse and mystery values are basically meant to be confounding variables to the player to make them sit and spin in their own head about what they could be doing to strategize, whereas the operator base and the 3v3 gives you just enough information that you can spin your wheels for a few hours. So as you can see, this top player here has about 3,000 points ahead of me, and they aren't even close to what the main top 100 will get. They'll get about 99k, which I don't know why I don't just say 100k, but no one's ever topped 100k on the first day. So let's go into the operator base real quick, and I'll show you what makes me calculate out that someone has that they're paying $400 or more. Okay, so as you can see, one slot in the operator base with a bonus gives you 200 points. Now, if you can extrapolate that, which is fairly easy, 200 times 10 is 2,000, then there is a 6,000 point difference that you can get just by brute forcing the gacha game. Now, that of course relies upon there being 10 different parts to slot into the operator base, but it's pretty easy to do that. The other bonus that you get is for different name and different attribute, and that is, I think that's only maybe 100 points each, but I don't remember exactly. And I've been working on getting more parts to fill in that requirement. Now, if you then multiply that 2,000 points by 3, again, easy math, you get 6,000 points, which is basically enough to keep you to suppress anyone who doesn't pay exorbitant amounts of money from getting into the top 100. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and you have a nice day. Happy competitions, and thanks for joining me.